Hello. I'm drinking coffee today. Delicious, delightful. To see if I could bring it a little more energy to the video, and it's working, isn't it? I'm here to talk a little bit about actor life in the United States, especially as a foreigner. And no, I'm not British. I am speaking in an accent that I believe is British. I could be either a little Australian, because I have no idea what I'm doing. This is one of my many wigs. I have many in my arsenal. I am fond of them. I mean, in the 60s, they all did it. It's like they would wear wigs as they wear hats. I love them. I have several of them ever since I discovered that they are affordable. Growing up, it always felt like they were so expensive, at least the ones that I thought were pretty. I have expensive taste though, so. And I want to explain this, what do you call it? It's a little, like, you know, what do you call it? It's actually from a chocolate that I ate. And I cleaned it all out, but I realized that this little dot was so perfectly placed that I decided to leave it on. It all just goes so well together. Yeah, I've got the wig, I've got the dot, and I've got the accent. So let's begin, shall we? So to be an actor requires, as one of my greatest mentors, Camila Mado, once said, an unwavering faith in the Department of Miracles. You need to work your butt off. At the same time that, yes, you need to be creating your own content, you also need to be willing to work in other areas, finding things that you're willing to do and that feel right to you without being like, oh no, I'm never gonna do that. Oh my god, like no. If you want to be with art deeply, you need to be willing to do what it takes in your ethical boundaries, of course. Use your wit. I had no trouble cleaning toilets in order to have the opportunity to develop my craft through yoga. Read books. Yes, of course, watch movies. Yes, of course, go to plays, but read books. And read books that don't necessarily pertain to your industry per se. I always keep about 5 books in my nightstand because I never know what I'm in the mood for. I don't have that trouble. It's like, oh, I need to finish a book before I start another one. I'm like, no. What is my mood today? What do I feel like reading before bed or, you know, in a break? Back to the topic of auditions are a beautiful thing. They require a technique that is not the same technique you need for the job itself. Personally, that's my outlook on it. I guess everything I'm saying is quite personal, so take it as, oh, you know, okay, I understand. I am able to put myself in your shoes there. And if you can't, then, well, I tried. I did my best. We are talking about what exactly? Right. Auditions and auditions in the job itself. 2 different things, in my opinion. For one, you need to come with a very solid confidence, an understanding that you're going to make choices and that regardless of whether that choice is wildly out of place or not, you made one. And you're there, and you're confident, and you're present. One time, I auditioned for this really amazing gig, and some of the people were Brazilian, and I'm from Brazil, so you can imagine my excitement. And then at the end of the audition, I hugged them. We're warm people in Brazil, okay? We're warm people in general. Now that I look back, I don't think that was a good idea. There are boundaries, there are limits, and it's something you learn and you live and you learn. If I was on the job, I could definitely hug them, I think. Back to the topic of representation. If that is something that you're curious about, if there's something that you feel like you need, I would start researching what are the ones near you and see if they have an online submission form and submit that with the best compilation of resume and photos that you can put together. And that doesn't need to be like a super professional photograph or set of photographs, but they need to make you look good and make you look like you. That's very important. I speak from experience. All you're going to do is, if you have a good photo and you're within the profile they seek, is get an interview. And when you're there, you have to be yourself. I think that confidence is the main thing. Know that you're unique. There's nobody else out there quite exactly like you. So really, you don't have competition. The only competition you have is with you. Those who don't cherish, respect you, send them love and compassion and go about your way and find kinder tides, as Meryl Streep once said. Because not everybody's gonna love you. I mean, you're not an avocado. And even avocados aren't loved by all. Always be a better version of yourself, a better version of your art. We may not be the most technical actors. I know I'm not. In terms of, I know exactly what this calls for. My face must be turned this way. And I'm going to read this word with the intonation higher than that word. I'm an intuitive process goer. None is better than the other. In fact, I think together they make for a really good combination. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning the technical part over the intuitive part, which is why I began the career. My father is a very well-known dancer, choreographer, director. Jaime Arush is his name. He was having his 50th birthday. I was at the studio at the time, and, of course, he was like, hey, you're his daughter. That was me being Australian just now. You're his daughter. Do you want to say something for him? And I was like, of course. Are you kidding me? So I went there. And I spoke to my father, and I was like, well, Dad, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. And I just went for it. At the end of it, the fellow that was recording was like, well, are you an actress? No, I wish. He was like, well, you should be. You really have presence on the camera. I was like, well, I don't have the money to pay for school. He's like, well, you're in luck because I own a school of TV and cinema, and it's just a few blocks down your father's studio, so you should come on down and we'll have a chat. And we talked over a cup of coffee. Coffee is the best. And he said, well, I'm willing to give you a full scholarship if you can maintain your grades and show me that you are what I think you are. It is challenging, especially financially. I understand why my family would push me against that thought, because it's not an easy profession, and even if you do find respect in that industry, there are so many other challenges consistently. But I'm doing what I love and contributing to people in the way that I believe I can the best, while finding my heart and soul immersed in it. And as Gaga beautifully put it, you can find discipline in your passion, and if you have a dream, fight for it. And this man appeared in my life to show me that I had to fight for this dream that was mine since I was a child. I hope I'm making my family proud slowly but surely, even though I'm wearing a lavender wig and pink bandana with a rainbow sweater and a blanket as my background here. Boo 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 boo. Oh yeah. Don't be afraid of the obstacles you see in your path, because they're just opportunities for you to develop yourself and become even greater at everything you do. Fail harder, fail better. It's not a big deal. Time is a constructed idea. If you take good care of your body, if you take good care of your mind, if you meditate, you'll find that aging can be a very graceful and beautiful process. In fact, the most beautiful parts of your life come with it. You're filled with so much information that does not serve you. Limiting beliefs. Beliefs that you're not good enough. Beliefs that you can't make it. Beliefs that the career you chose is stupid, or it won't make you any money. It's all a bunch of crap. Whatever it is that you believe you can achieve. And that includes a career that is your dream passion. The universe is your party waiting for you to arrive to it. So just take that invitation and RSVP, yes, man. Courage, by the way, is cuore agire. Pretty sure I butchered that, but it's Latin. It means to act with your heart. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. You are love. You are talent, and you are so gifted, and you know your gift. In fact, you most likely have many. Now, which one sparks your fire to the most? Take it and find ways to let it bloom in different flowers of different seasons, and learn from that. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for listening. Give feedback. I can't say that I'm going to be bringing access in the future, but I don't like being predictable. Until next time.